Hey guys, my name is Miss Sinikowski and this is
Mr. Fitzgerald.
And we are here today because we wanted to talk a little bit about the process and what we have going on in the music department right now. So if you look over here, this is kind of like our mini recording studio that we have set up, compliments of Fitz, thank goodness. And every single day we are using this equipment, and this is how we are getting our recordings and everything out into the community and how we've created our performances for this winter session. So I will say, let me start with this. We're going to start in the choral end, okay? When this first started, we didn't have this sort of stuff yet because we were just kind of getting into it. I should say. And we were recording everything off of a cell phone, and then we were sending it all over to a computer, which you can imagine took a lot of time. And then Fitz came up with this great idea of setting up this whole thing, which has saved us so much time. It's been wonderful. And the kids, what they do on the choral end, they come in and they put the headphones on, and then they're singing into the microphone, which then, what kind of microphone is this called?
It's a condenser microphone.
So, is it like, could I say an input? So it goes right into the...
Yep.
So the way that we know microphones most of the time, guys, is that microphones will do an output. So we sing into it and it makes us louder. And what this microphone does is that it takes our sound and it puts it right into the computer. And the kids come in and they can hear themselves in the headphones. It's such a cool process to watch them figure it out and get to know it and be excited about it. So they sing their solo, and then it goes right into the computer here, and this is the program that we're using. And I'm going to hand it over at this point because
Sure.
This is you.
This is what we would consider multi-track recording. So everything that you listen to on the radio now uses multi-track recording, in that each instrument, each voice, everybody gets their own track. And as you can see from here, every single one of these is a different part. Every single one is a different kid and a different instrument. The advantages to this is that I'm able to isolate those kids and get them the best sound they possibly can, and also give them the chance to be able to overdub things that they may not like. So we don't need to do it all in one take. We can do it in multiple takes so they get the best sound they possibly can.
That was something I had to learn. I didn't know that right out the gate, so we were like re-recording whole pieces right in the beginning.
Now you can just, what we call punching in. So they would punch in certain spots, and you can see certain areas where they would do that. And through this, once you do this, it makes the performance aspect of it a little more, a little less complicated, but it makes the actual putting it all together a lot more complicated. So piecing all this together, each single track has its own volume and settings that you have to make to be able to get this to sound correct. So this is called editing and mixing. And in the audio recording world, this is a small sampling of what you would end up doing to be able to make your music sound professional and sound good. This is a skill that I picked up in college. I taught at St. Rose these skills as well. So it's been really fun to be able to actually take this knowledge that I have and be able to apply it to the choral aspect and to the band aspect.
So, Fitz, what is this?
This
right
is a recording interface. So in other words, the microphone has to go into something that's called, basically what's called as a preamp. It amplifies the signal that comes out of this. So you see these knobs, it basically amplifies, it takes that volume and brings it up and allows that to be heard inside. This is not an analog, it's obviously digital, so what it does is it turns it into zeros and ones, and you have your audio on each channel through this bad boy.
And if you look, guys, here, we have an aux, kind of, I don't know what you would even call this.
These are outputs, the headphone outputs.
And we were able to get one that has several outputs. That way we can have the social distancing should we need for more than one headphone set when the time comes. So I can listen, per se, to see what's going on, and then the kid can listen to what it is that they're doing at the same time. So, kind of cool, right? I mean, this is something that is totally new to me, 100%, and thank goodness that I've had a little bit of guidance. But it's been so fun, and now we have like all these ideas and things that we can do for the spring, which we're actually getting pretty excited about. So, thank you so much, and we hope you like what we put together so far.